Hey everybody, it's Andrew Thomas coming at you with your daily quick bit. Today I am covering a request that was sent to me. The request was to cover dual agency. Now, for many of you, you may not know what that is at all, but for a real estate agent, it is, well, dual agency. Dual agency is the premise that if I am representing a client, I owe them my fiduciary duties, whether it be on the sell side or the buy side. What are fiduciary duties? It is the obligation that I am holding their best interests at the forefront of everything. They are my client. I keep all of the things that we share in between each other confidential, and my goal is to get them the best deal, save them the best money, help them get the best situation while acquiring a property. Now, what if I happen to be a seller's agent in one situation, or the listing agent, we'll say, not a seller's, the listing agent, and I have this house and I've listed it for my client, and a buyer comes to the home who is not represented by an agent, but they are very interested in the property, and they're also very interested in having me help them put in an offer. Can I do this? The answer is, in some states, no, it's illegal. Dual agency is illegal in some states. However, in others, such as Nebraska, dual agency is permitted, but it is risky. Because when you're helping a buyer, you're also going to enter into fiduciary duties for the buyer. Now, those of you who are out there thinking, how can you hold fiduciary duties for both the selling and the buying parties in this instance? And it gets very tricky. And this is where I have some interesting moral ethical considerations. So, one way that you can operate and navigate this literal minefield is maximum communication and verification. So, if I'm negotiating with the sellers and I come out and whoops, I let it slip that maybe the sellers are a little bit more flexible with their price than the buyers thought without the seller's consent, well, now I just compromised my fiduciary duties to the sellers, but upheld my fiduciary duties to the buyers. So if I were on the buyer's side only, any information I can get, at all, I'm going to give to my guys to help them out. But if you're representing both parties, I can't do that. And so, for example, if they let it slip, hey, Andrew, nice, good listing agent, we're really flexible with our price, I would then have to go to them and say, I need you to put in writing those words and giving me permission to relay that to the buyers. And if they do that, then I can bring that information to the buyers. Or vice versa, if the buyers were to tell me, man, we'd be willing to pay $10,000 over asking, to get the house because we love it, I can't just go to the seller and say, hey, they'll pay more. And so, unless, again, they put it in writing. Now, still, that's then putting them in a neutral place because my job as an agent is to give advice and help guide them to make the best decisions. And so my moral quandary with dual agency would be that even if I'm able to not disclose information that I'm not supposed to disclose to the other parties, and I'm able to navigate that appropriately, which it can be done, I'm still running into the issue of how can I give the best? I can give good advice, but how can I give the best advice to my respective clients whilst not being able to reveal the real substance of what's going on? So, dual agency is something that's permitted. It's something I wouldn't shy away from, but if I was ever going to engage in it, I would certainly let whoever my original fiduciary duty client is know the entire scenario of how this works, some of the instances that things could get a little bit tricky or where I might not be able to be as helpful as I would be if I was solely representing them. And if they're okay with that, then I guess I'll move forward with it. And so for you out there who are maybe thinking, hey, what if I enter into a dual agency situation? Those are just a few things to consider. Go ahead and let me know what you guys think. I'm sure being a newer agent, there's still a lot more out there that I have to learn on the matter. But that's my current understanding. So if you guys have any more input on what you guys know about dual agency, or if you guys want to see more content and are curious about other things real estate related, shoot me over a question. I'd be more than happy to cover it for you guys. Thanks so much. I'll be with you tomorrow. Bye.